Who is the Home Minister of India?
Rajnath Singh.
Who is the Minister of Finance?
Arun Jaitley.
Who is the Minister of Road Transport, Shipping and Highway?
Nitin Gadkari.
Who is the Minister of Urban Development and Housing, Urban Poverty?
Venkaiah Naidu.
Who is the Minister of Rural Development?
Chaudhary Virendra Singh.
Who is the Minister of Law and Justice?
Sadanand Gowda.
Who is the Minister of Water Issues, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation?
Kumar Bharati.
Who is the Minister of Women's and Child Development? Who is the Minister of Women's and Child Development?
Manka Gandhi.
Who is the Minister of Minority Affairs?
Dr. Najma
Who is
Heptullah.
the Minister of External Affairs?
Sushma
Who
Swaraj.
is the Minister of Human Resources?
Shruti Irani.
Who is the Minister of Mines and Steels?
Narendra Singh
Who is
Tomar.
the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas?
Dharmendra
Who is
Pradhan.
the Minister of Travel Affairs?
Suel Oram.
Who is the Minister of Railway?
Suresh Prabhu.
Who is the Minister of Agriculture?
Radha Munshi.
Who is the Minister of Consumer Affairs and Food Public Distribution?
Ram Vilas
Who is the
Paswan.
Minister of Science and Technology?
Dr. Harsh Vardhan.
Who is the Minister of Communication, Information Technology?
Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Who is the Minister of Civil Aviation?
Vajak Gajpati Raju.
Who is the Minister of Chemical and Fertilizer?
Vinod Kumar.
Who is the Minister of Civil Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises? Who is the Minister of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises? Who is the Minister of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises?
Chandra Mishra.
Who is the Minister of Defence?
Arun Jaitley.
Who is the Minister of Defence?
Manohar
Who is
Parrikar.
the Minister of Health and Family Welfare?
Jagat Prakash
Who is
Nanda.
the Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment?
Tabachan
Who
Ghelot.
is the Minister of Food Processing Industries?
Harsimrat
Who
Kaur.
is the Minister of Power, Coal and New Renewable Energy?
Piyush
Who
Goyal.
is the Minister of Cultural and Tourism?
Sripad
Who
Nayak.
is the Minister of Information, Broadcasting Environment?
Pulkar Javadkar.
Who is the Minister of Skill Development, Youth Affairs and Sport?
Sarbanam
Who is the
Sarabal.
Minister of Commerce, Industries, Finance and Corporate Affairs?
Nirmala
Who is the
Sitaraman.
Speaker in Lok Sabha?
Sumita Mahan.
Who is the Minister of Cooperation Excise in Odisha?
Dr. Damodar Raut.
Who is the Minister of Agriculture, Fishery, Animal Resource Development?
Pradeep Bharathi.
Who is the Minister of Finance, Public Enterprises in Odisha?
Pradeep Amar.
Who is the Minister of Higher Education, Science and Technology?
Pradeep Kumar Panigrahi.
Who is the Minister of Industries, School Management in Odisha?
Devi Prasad Mishra.
Who is the Minister of Forest Environment in Odisha?
Vikram Aru.
Who is the Minister of Women's Child Development in Odisha? Who is the Minister of Women's Child Development in Odisha?
Usha Devi.
Who is the Minister of Health, Family Welfare in Odisha?
Atunu Sabya Sachik
Who
Nayak.
is the Minister of Law and Panchayat Raj in Odisha?
Arun Kumar Sahu.
Who is the Minister of Food Supply and Consumer Welfare?
Sanjay Das
Who
Boyoma.
is the Minister of Sport and Youth Services in Odisha?
Sudha Marandi.
Who is the Minister of Tourism and Culture in Odisha?
Ashok Poda.
Who is the Minister of SST Development and Backward Classes?
Lalthari Himrika.
Who is the Minister of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises and Pension Administration?
Rajendra Behera.
Who is the Minister of Rural Development in Odisha?
Badri Lalala
Who
Patra.
is the Minister of Housing, Urban Development in Odisha?
Usmendra
Who
Shohde.
is the Minister of Mines, Steel, Labour and Employees?
Prabhul Mali.
Who is the Minister of Energy, Information Technology?
Pranab Prakash Das.
Who is the Minister of Handloom, Textile, Handicrafts?
Snehgiri
Who is
Churia.
the Minister of Commerce and Transport?
Ramesh Maji.
Minister of Revenue and Disaster Management?
Vijay